If you diligently log your meals and snacks over a reasonable period of time, like 3 months, 6 months, you'll be able to accurately determine your nutrition outcome without having to step on the scales. When working in the Daily Calories Report page, click the command button, Nutrition History, to produce a nutrition history report. By default, the date range for this report is the current date and the preceding 31 days. We can change this if we want. For this example, we're going to change the start date to 9/1/2008. We'll leave the end date alone. That way, the report will be produced for a period of just over 4½ months. To produce a report, we'll click the command button Nutrition History. The Nutrition History report produces a summary outcome based on the report's date range. In this example, for a period of about 4½ months, if we scroll the page, we can see all the meals and exercises that were used. In the report, there is quite a few of them here. The report summarizes nutrition outcome for the period, the daily amount you were over or under your target BMRE, your average exercise calories for the period EME, and your net daily calories. Finally, the report provides an estimate of the weight gain or loss that would be expected during the report period. This value is based on the average daily calories you were over or under your target daily BMRE and the estimated BMR that's in your personal profile. When viewing a nutrition history report, you can click the command button Nutrition History Chart and generate a gauge chart of the nutrition history. We'll click the button and gauge chart is rendered. The reporting period is confirmed at the top of the page. This is the same report period shown on the nutrition history report. The left gauge indicates estimated target daily BMR. This value is also shown in this control. The center gauge charts the nutrition history averages. These values are repeated in these controls. And the right gauge depicts the period's estimated weight gain or loss, which is quantified in this control. The chart also quantifies the period outcome. In this case, we're encouraged to exercise because we overate on average by about 77 calories per day throughout the entire report period. If you step on the scales and you find that the estimated weight gain or loss for the report period is different than what the report estimates, then you'll have to modify your BMR value. The system estimates your BMR based on information you enter in a personal profile. One of the variables in your personal profile is something called a BMR factor. The BMR factor is used to tweak the result so that it matches what you see when you step on the scales. If the nutrition history report estimates a weight gain or loss that's different than what you see when you step in the scales, you'll need to adjust your estimated BMR value. In this example, the report is estimating that over about 4½ months, we should have gained about 3 pounds. However, let's assume that instead of gaining 3 pounds, we actually lost about 3 pounds. In that case, our estimate for BMR value is a little bit too low. A low BMR value will trend this towards gaining weight. A too high BMR value will trend us towards losing weight. So because we actually lost weight, we need to adjust our BMR factor upwards. We'll adjust the BMR factor using the BMR factor command button. Note that the command button says that the current BMR factor is 1.8. To change this, we'll click the button, and we're going to adjust it using the drop-down from 1.8 to 1.9. Then we'll click the Update Save Command button. Now we have to regenerate the nutrition history report, so we'll change the date range first to PAR 9/1/2008 and the current date, then we'll click the button. Now, the nutrition history report based on the meals, snacks, and exercises that we logged indicates that we lost about 3½ pounds. Since we see that stepping on the scales indicates we lost about 3 pounds, then the current estimate for BMR, 3,184, is very accurate. BMR is the real key to long-term weight management. Once you accurately determine your personal target BMR, you'll easily be able to achieve your daily nutrition goals. BMR is your nutrition speed limit. If you manage your net daily calories to match your target daily BMR, you'll always stay on course for long-term weight management.